We're lighter, we're faster, and if that don't work, we're nastier.
Yeah.
Ford versus Ferrari, mac and cheese, next. When your weekend's all spin up and you got Monday coming down the pike, sometimes all you need is just a little comfort to get you through to Monday. Mac and Cheese Movies, where we believe in comfort food and comfort movies. Hello, welcome to Mac and Cheese Movies. I'm Scotty Coppage, and he knows how to do more than push paper, Ben Rimmert. And he doesn't drive forward because he's a degenerate, James Mangold.
100%.
And tell him he's not Henry Ford, Joel Estes.
No, I'm not. See my bank account.
Henry Ford the second.
Today we're talking about the 2019 Ford vs. Ferrari, starring Matt Damon and Christian Bale, directed by James Mangold. The Ford Motor Company wants to beat Ferrari at Le Mans, but they're going to need some outsiders to get it done. Carroll Shelby and Ken Miles. Can Shelby and Miles beat not only Ferrari, but Ford in order to win? For our comfort food for Ford vs. Ferrari, we have, is it Ham and Cheese Cob?
It's a ham and cheese
Ham and
cob.
Cheese Cob. What is this? Is
Is what some people call it.
a dip baked into a bread bowl?
Dude, this is some British shit. And whenever we first got into this, I was just thinking about the movie because I knew the premise of the movie before everything started because it's based on history shit. And for the life of me, I was like, dude, there's not gonna be any food in this whatsoever. And toward the end of it, I think it was after Le Mans, Christian Bale said he wants a ham and cheese cob. I Googled it, and at first it sounded like a slang for a sandwich. It kind of is, because a cob is a bread roll, apparently, just like a big bread roll is what it is. There's many different iterations of it. There's a sandwich version of it. There's a mini one that has some egg and shit like that in it. And then there's what we did because it sounded the best to me, which was like a bread bowl dipped that's baked. And basically what you do is you get the big bread bowl and you hollow out the center of it. You take the chunks out and lay them around the edges. And then I took a base of sour cream and cream cheese, which Ben fucking loved. Yeah. Absolutely loved.
The super mix.
Oh, yeah. And I took like a 1-to-1 ratio of that, threw some light cheese down in there, some ham, some green onion, some everything bagel seasoning, which isn't in the original British recipe.
That was the best part.
Because they don't season shit. And it's
I was
every
gonna
time.
say,
It's a fucking
Do you
thing,
think?
man.
Do you think Brits just gave up on world conquest because the soldiers got depressed every time it was time to eat dinner, and they were just like, "What the fuck are we
Well,
doing?"
how could
Like,
you not?
maybe?
You're conquering everyone, and you have access to all of these spices.
Right, these
You
spices,
would think
and you
that would
don't
be like the most
fucking using it,
advanced
right.
like
Yeah.
culinary place in the
right.
world.
They just conquer a whole society, and they're like, "God, the food here is amazing." I guess
like
we're having ham and cheese
blood
cob.
sausage with beans and toast.
Yeah.
Like, okay, man.
God
But
damn.
yeah, you just put all that together, and I mixed it all up in the damn bread bowl and saved dishes, and just whipped it all together. I baked it for about 30 minutes, and then and you just basically scoop. And me and Sarah figured out later on the best way to eat this thing is to eat the edges, kind of like a taco salad.
tear
Just
it.
rip the fucking edges off of it and tear into it. That's the best part.
Do you want to say our catchphrase, or you want me to say it?
What's the catchphrase? I guess say it.
That's white people shit.
Oh man, that is some fucking
That
white
whole
people
dish
shit.
is some white people shit.
That is
It
fucking white
It
people.
absolutely is.
If you love sour cream
Like,
and
take
onion
all
chips,
the condiments
it
you
tastes
can
like that.
and put them in a bread bowl, and then that's what you get.
Yeah,
I don't know.
A bread bowl is innovative as hell.
a bread bowl
The
is
bread bowl
delicious.
part is no, I get it.
We did say, like, all in all was pretty good. Like I said, it tastes like sour cream and onion chip. If you want to like max that out, you turn that into some kind of like queso bowl thing and Tex-Mex it up
jalapeno,
all
put some
day.
spice
I'm
in
there
there.
all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
But
I'm
that
wicked.
What'd you say? You're going to pepper jacket?
whatever.
Pepper jacket.
Pepper jacket.
Pepper jack the
Yeah,
shit.
you can do a Texas version that would be pretty fucking mean.
Pepper jacket.
It'd be badass.
Every pod, if you go back and watch, there's a moment where I just perv talk the camera real deep. Anyway, that was it today. Pepper jack the shit out of it.
Pepper jack the shit out of it.
Bro, you gotta turn the damn AC down. It's hot as fucking here. I know. I'm speaking for. I'm telling you right now. If I'm hot, they're hot.
Why? Because I have tit sweat.
No, this window doesn't help. I'm sure. Anyway,
Okay.
thank you.
So first taste. First time you saw the movie, what's your relationship to it? Why is it a mac and cheese movie?
My first time watching this was in preparation.
So
for this
much eye
podcast.
contact.
This movie wasn't on my radar whatsoever.
No.
Yeah, I like cars. I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch a movie about them. But I like historical stuff too.
Yeah.
I don't know why this didn't jump out at me to watch really because it checks all the fucking boxes. I mean, the casting is fucking great. The director's wonderful. You know, he's not like a big name, but dude's got some cred, man. I mean,
What was the other one he did? You just
Logan.
He did
He
Logan.
did
Yeah.
He did
Oh,
Logan.
Yeah,
And he did the Wolverine.
right.
And he's
well, that's
he's
not a
done
feather in the cap.
A lot of stuff in the last 25 years.
Right. I would definitely watch this again. I mean, it was just well done, and from what I read, it was fairly historically accurate for the way
Good.
everything went down.
Yeah, based on what I read today
Yeah.
too.
I saw it when not opening day like Scotty did, but
With his dad.
went pretty close to when it came out, and I'm kind of like, I don't really give a fuck about cars, or I'm not like, oh yeah, but I think the historical part kind of got it where I'm like, well, there actually was this Ford versus Ferrari feud back in the day, and how did that come about, and how did Ford get into the racing game and all that, and it ended up being, I think because I saw it earlier, I'm kind of like, yeah, I've seen it like 4 times now, but I had the same reactions you guys did about like, man, this ended up being a really good
It did.
freaking movie, man.
It did. I was bummed that I didn't see it on the big screen. Period, because
Fun-
the sound was ridiculously good. Yeah. It
Fun
was
fact too,
awesome.
at when they do Daytona, I think Lloyd Ruby was a part of that team. They didn't mention that, but he was historically
Like the sun?
like Lloyd Ruby overpass here, like,
Oh, okay.
from
Oh.
Wichita Falls. Anyway,
Oh,
he
okay.
was racing
Yeah. Okay.
back in the day. Anyway, but
Okay. So he was there on that real life event?
yes, yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, kind of cool. Tie it
Who
back.
knew?
I didn't know that at all.
North Texas tie-in.
So about an hour ago,
Yeah.
I saw this for the first time. I'm with Joel. I have so much to say about this movie, though. I would have never, ever, ever, ever watched this movie, except for the fact that this pod, like, that's the best part about this pod. Like, I'm trying food that I wouldn't normally fucking eat,
Yeah.
and watching movies that I would normally never, ever watch. But the IMDb rating on this movie, it's an 8, like 1. And here's just to like lay that out forever. If you're a person and you're like, oh, I don't watch whatever this genre is, I don't watch romantic comedies, fine. If it's an 8 or above on IMDb and you won't watch it, you're an asshole. Like, there's so many people that are like, this is a great movie because the casting's great or the directing's great or whatever it is, regardless of premise. If it's over an 8, you're an asshole for not watching it. This was absolutely the case with this movie. I had no interest in it at all. Matt fucking Damon, Christian Bale, what's that dude's name? Josh Lucas shows up and plays an incredible bad guy. The whole cast was phenomenal. The dude that plays Pops, I've seen him in
he's
other
good
stuff. He's
too. Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Everyone was great in it.
Phil.
Anyways, I have a lot more to say about it, but yeah,
Okay.
that's my relationship
Yeah.
with it. Fuck you if you don't watch an 8 or
So
above.
are you saying it's a romantic comedy? Is that what you just said?
No, but like I've had people like guys
Yeah.
or chicks are like, I've met certain girls where they're like, I don't like sci-fi. Okay, that's fine. I'm with you. Is it over an 8? Like, fuck you if you won't watch that. If you're a guy and you don't like rom-coms and you won't watch When Harry Met Sally, you're an asshole. Like, watch that movie. It's
Never
good.
saw it.
It's a great movie. If you won't
I
watch
rest
the,
my case.
If you won't watch The Notebook,
I was fucking crying during the Notebook.
of course you were, because it's a phenomenal movie.
I don't like the old people in the Notebook.
Oh my
No, they're gross. If you're old and you're watching this, you're disgusting. I'm just kidding. We're all getting old. I'm just kidding.
And you shave your legs too.
Yeah.
Well, we're not James Garner old.
No.
No.
Who's James Garner?
It's like
The old guy from
the
Notebook.
old Ryan Gosling in the Notebook.
You want to see him like gangster? Watch Maverick with
Oh hell yeah.
I love.
fucking everyone.
I love.
I was in love with
What-
Jodie
what-
Foster. So hot.
Oh, Maverick, the boat gambling one.
yeah,
That's a
with
good
Mel
fucking
Gibson.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
the
start Young
remake,
Guns.
the
and then
remake
we
with
changed it.
Mel Gibson, right?
Oh, we
You're
watched
talking about the
Maximum Overdrive
remake?
for Young Guns yesterday. That's what we traded. I like Maverick though. Maverick's a good fucking movie. We should
Maverick's a
have
great movie.
it. Anyway, Scotty, opening night.
The trailer for this movie was on during an NBA Finals game 6 months before it was released, and like I was floored by like what this movie could be, and 6 months later, opening night, went to the best restaurant in town, Pelicans, right
yeah.
before. I went to the movie with Shannon and my in-laws who own a car lot. Great, the movie's great. I've seen it bits and pieces over the years. I've never seen it like front to back until this week for the show. But like, and I was just gonna watch this like in chunks. I was like, this is 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm just gonna
2 hours and 30
and,
minutes.
Yeah.
and I watched an hour of it like nothing when I
Yeah.
watched it this week. It was like everything's like moving, it's going, it's yeah. So yeah, that's it.
That's what I liked about the pacing of this thing. Is it is a long movie, like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
It did not
It doesn't
feel
feel
like
like it.
2.5
It
hours.
was not sleepy at any point.
No,
agree.
and
Yeah.
it wasn't like Christopher Nolan is really good at this, to where he will have a big a long movie and it will just be breakneck speed. Boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah,
boom,
yeah.
boom. This wasn't like that. It was paced really well. It didn't drag whatsoever. It didn't feel nothing felt
Well, and
superfluous.
Sometimes
It just-
he moves so fast you don't even know what
they
the
did a
movie's
good
about.
job
Yeah.
at
Tenet.
tying in the
Like 10
like the personal stuff of like
Fuck, that
his
movie.
wife and the kid, but also now he's building a car. Now they're going to the race. Not,
Right.
you know, they were kind of jumping back and forth between, and then you're going to corporate at Ford.
Yeah.
So you're hitting all of these things, but none of it felt like, oh, I got to cram a bunch of stuff. It was just like telling a story, man.
It was
Really.
great.
Yeah, it wasn't like there's not like a lot of fat on this movie, I
No,
don't think.
no,
I don't
No,
think so
There's
either.
not like
Yeah.
a 20 minutes we can cut out of this.
Right.
And it's all historical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they never went into like Bale has a scene with his son in the movie where they're talking about Le Mans. He's showing him the racetrack or whatever.
Yeah.
That could have
He
gone.
definitely got laid that night.
Yeah, for sure. His wife was all about him. I felt like his wife was all about him the whole movie. Like she was great.
She dug her husband.
She did. She like if you want to.
Great.
That's old
Ladies,
school, man.
ladies, if you want to see
Holy
how to
shit.
support your dude, this movie, Holly or Molly, that's her name, Molly.
Molly, yeah.
Molly really shows up for Ken Miles in this movie
That was
over and over again.
yeah.
She was phenomenal, even when she shouldn't have. When the IRS takes all his shit.
Yeah.
I mean, whose wife? Like, oh, the IRS took all her shit, and then she's still there in the morning. Not my ex-wife.
That's why it's called a movie.
Yeah, right. It probably didn't go over that well
Right,
in
right,
real life,
right.
but it was my point is that scene with him and his kid in the bedroom that could have gone on too long very easily, and it was the perfect amount, right? They didn't. She gives him a kiss at the end of that. It's like his family. The point of this movie to me, the thing that I want to talk about the most is the complicated relationship between like fathers and sons. But the thing that this movie did so well, there's this magic space when you're a kid where, and Ben's going to be like, I'm fully out on all of this. I'm sorry. There's this magic space when you're a kid for a period of time where it was probably the age that Peter was in this movie. I'm guessing 11, 12, not quite 13 years
Ish,
old, right?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where you see your dad as this literal philosopher, superhero. He does no wrong. Except Pete's dad in this movie really is doing, even though he's like terrible interpersonal, he's really doing all these incredible things, right? And I thought they captured that so well because it's minuscule, and then around 13 you start to look at your dad and you're like, are you a fucking, like, what are you talking about? And you kind of believe he's full of shit until you're, you know, all the way through you're 17 probably, and then around like 20, 21, some of the stuff that he said to you, it's like, oh wait, maybe he was right about
Oh, I
everything.
should have done that.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah. He was really right about
Right,
that thing
right.
5 years ago.
Right. And I thought this movie did an excellent job of capturing it. It fucked me up a couple times because then as a dad, now I've lived through the time where my kids looked at me as a superhero, and I'm kind of in the dusk of that, right? They don't see me that way very often anymore. And it's not like our relationship is good, but
I missed all that. Bro, I'm looking at it.
I know, man. I'm
looking
sorry.
at it. I'm looking at it from. I'm looking at it from like the main way I was looking at it was like corporate,
Sure.
trying to fuck over. Not,
I did want to talk about that.
you know what I mean? Like it's like, dude, this. I am telling you, this is the guy or whatever, and it's like, but he doesn't. It's the Ford way.
Why?
Or what.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
dude, do you want to fucking
Yeah.
win or not?
Josh
So
Lucas is
that's
such
all.
a piece of shit
yeah.
in this movie.
It's,
Yeah, I know. Anyway,
the,
that's
And his name,
the best
Beatty.
thing about movies is they're completely subjective, and some of them, even the biggest pieces of shit, can make you seem like you're watching the Berlin Wall fucking coming down.
the wizard.
The Wizard.
The Wizard.
California.
You touched on it. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up right now. The whole, hey, we want this genius. This is going to do it, but we want you to do with how us in the boardroom do
Work
it.
in
And
the
it's
box.
Like, it's
They
like
wanna
that,
work in the
that's-
box.
that- you wanted this guy.
Yeah, right.
That is the most irritating thing about working inside a corporate
And that's-
structure is
That's at all our jobs.
the
That's,
fucking
yeah.
control.
Yeah.
James,
You know,
I'm
You're great.
creative.
We love you. We want you to do this. We have some notes.
Not mine.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, right.
Not
yeah.
mine anymore. So I retired.
Anytime you do off AETC,
Shout
out.
everyone that's been subjected to that. It is, and if you've been lucky enough to be in a space where your supervision or whatever comes to you and says like, hey, we need you to innovate, right? We need you to try some new shit and innovate, and then you meet the mission, and then inevitably, especially with where I used to work and where Ben still works, if you work for the government or some larger entity like that, they are going to come in once you've solved the problem and fuck up whatever you have done and yank the rug out from under you,
Or-
inevitably over and over again.
Or they're going to come in and put a fucking dome over the top of
Yeah,
you
for
and
sure.
say, do it inside of this.
Yeah.
the box.
And
You gotta
then
stay inside the box.
And then you're fucked. And then
And there's-
any chance of innovation whatsoever goes right out the window because you're in this square.
You can't. I don't want to turn into like just bitch about work thing, but like as
Bro, you don't even work.
I don't even do it anymore. But as a stamp of just like, you know, to all the Fortune 500 CEOs that are watching this right now, you cannot innovate with a large team and by committee. You cannot fucking do it. It
Which
takes a
was the whole
small
point of the fucking,
takes a small group of people committed to the idea, and then you have to leave them the fuck alone and let them do their work.
And just like you saw in this movie, any shred of expertise that the guy that you're bringing to the table is going to bring to it is completely blown out the window because you're sitting there micromanaging
Yeah,
the motherfucker
100%.
and say, don't do this. I'd rather you do that. Don't hire this guy. And it's a tale as old as time. Everybody goes through it. And it is beautifully portrayed in this movie.
It is.
Beautifully portrayed in this
The
movie.
guy that I thought I don't know who that is. I've never seen him before. The guy that played Henry Ford II crushed that role.
Oh, dude,
Excellent
yeah.
work.
Yeah.
I hated him until Shelby, which Matt Damon was so good in this movie. But
was.
when
He
Shelby puts him in the car
Yeah.
and like he's crying on the
I
track.
was born ready.
Yeah, right. He's like,
Yeah.
let's hit it. Like,
I have
okay.
no idea.
At this point, the uninitiated start to soil
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
It's like,
I thought he was gonna shit himself. I was hoping,
I did too.
but I think that's.
But he had to prove his point. It's like, this is a special machine that takes a special driver.
You
Like,
don't
you understand
know-
now? Yes, I understand now. Okay, well then start listening to what
Right,
the fuck I'm telling
exactly
you. if you
right.
wanna win.
You watching up there from the ivory tower, we'll get this done for you. We realize you're the one that has all the money. You don't understand what it takes to get this done. Not really. Here's a small taste of it. Now multiply. Like, just for me, not even like understanding racing or giving a fuck about it, this movie really portrays like, oh, you're really going to drive at, I mean, I've never pushed a car past probably 2,500 RPMs, right? 7,000 RPMs. 7,000 RPMs for 24 hours. Like, I don't.
Well, then,
Yeah.
you know, he's talking about like you're basically daydreaming at some point.
Sure.
And then you look down and you're like, and you realize you're going 200 miles an hour down a whatever straightaway, and you're just like, yep, man, like,
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
insane.
Anyway,
It's,
But yeah, and then Josh Luke is just a.
they take the computer out of the car.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, and it's like that's the move to make. They were like,
Yeah.
we're taking this weight off. We don't need this thing, even though it's the new tech. It's the thing that everyone's like, you know. And we get that kind of stuff like at work as well too. Like the next new program is the thing that's gonna save us all,
Right.
and then it's like we're doing something else the
P3.
very next year. So it's like the buy-in on stuff like
Yeah.
is like, I'm not buying into this. You might want me to buy into this? Like you just go up after the new thing that someone pitched to you, and like
what is he doing?
Yeah,
Making your car faster?
yeah.
but the bitch about this is it's a 1965 computer.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah.
vacuum tubes and all this other bullshit. So yeah, they're weighing the fucking car down. And what data are they really pulling?
Yeah, right.
You know,
yeah.
what data are they pulling? I mean, for real. I mean, and the people who were in there fucking knew that, and that's why they did
Yeah.
all the tape things and all
Yeah,
that
they
other
tape
stuff.
all the
and-
yarn to it.
Yeah.
I love our introduction to Ken Miles when the guy's like saying this car isn't like regulation or whatever, and he like just starts like beating the
Yeah.
hell out of the trunk. And like, hey, it's that fine. It closes now. Yeah.
For the
They had the
luggage,
hardest fucking time closing shit in this movie.
the luggage
I mean,
capacity on a race car.
Yeah, when they took off in Le Mans and the fucking door wasn't shut, and then the bonnet, I guess, is what they would call it. You know, it wouldn't shut on the fucking trunk of the car. I mean, it's just, you know, I guess. You know.
I did think a lot about just like, because for the last couple of years, anyone that knows me, they're sick of me talking about it. But like, I've been really like wanting to talk about like robotics and AI. And like, as I'm watching this movie, I was thinking about like, I don't know how many more things like that we're gonna have in humanity. Like, as just like here, you have this guy Ken Miles who was a badass during World War II, should have died, doesn't, comes back, opens up a garage. He's like living his life. He's on the other side of 40, and he still comes back and like breaks like all these racing records at 45 years old. Like I will be 45 this year, and there's a lot of stuff where I'm like, my back hurts and I'm tired. Like, it was a different generation of dudes that was doing shit like this, for sure. I don't know that we're gonna see stuff like that anymore.
Probably
in the
not.
same way. I don't know.
I thought, and like someone said this to me one time. They're like, right before, like, you used to be able to like kind of figure out stuff in the garage with the car, or like kind of like stuff that Eddie Van Halen was doing with like a guitar,
Sure.
like all this kind of like technical stuff. But like then like once the computers got into the cars, it wasn't just like you had to have like some other stuff to be able to like fix this now, instead of like, hey, I can just like take my wherewithal and like figure this out like one night, like
Right.
So it's like
Tools are good.
yeah.
'cause they can fix stuff.
Yeah.
There's less and less intuition
stuff
being
with them,
put
you can fix
into
stuff
with them.
industry, and I see that. I work in a production environment,
Mm-hmm.
and we see that all the time, to where people will come in and have a system or have this new electronic thing or have this new tool or whatever, and I'm like, I've been running this fucking machine for 14 years. I know it backwards and forwards. I'll show you exactly how this motherfucker's going to run. And then, but there's less and less intuition built into mechanical things that. And it's something that is going to phase out over time unless you just have like these savants who just jump in and just know, and then they'll be able to take it over. But everything is going to be more controlled, like James said, by AI and all this, and it's going to be more integrated, and it's going to require less intuition and less feel, and it's just going to be something that's going to go the way of the dinosaur, pretty much.
And we'll be in Mickey 17.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to look like. I do think, from a utopian perspective, what everyone is like hoping for, whatever. Like, do I think we're going to have janitors in 5 years? Probably not. If your passion was to be a janitor, or your capacity was to be a janitor, I think that's going to get tricky. But on the positive side of that, all the things that you've wanted to like dump your time and passion into, but you don't have time because of like work, I think that's going to be possible in a different way.
Assuming you can find another job to be able to support those things.
I don't know.
Your time.
I don't know how they're going to solve that part of it. I really don't. And no one does, and I don't want to turn the podcast into that. But I do think we're coming up on a time very quickly where if your contribution to society is labor, they're not going to need that from you anymore. And I don't know what that.
I think they're always going to want it.
Yeah,
They're
I was
always going to
say,
need it.
I think white collar's going first, man.
maybe
But
I don't know. The rich will always be rich.
find this
based on
skill,
everything
I
that
don't know.
I've been
I don't
like
fucking
reading
know,
and
man.
looking at. I don't know.
Yep.
But so I want to talk about like car guys and car dads, but we can later. Like, go ahead. You're the one that keeps us on track.
Yeah, you've been talking a lot, dude. Fuck, man.
He hasn't even gotten to the first part of his script yet.
Okay.
It's been like 20 minutes in.
The ingredients, Matt Damon.
Hell yeah.
I love who he is in this. He's done a lot of movies. I don't think I've seen him like with this kind of role in a film. He's been in movies since 1993.
This role he was in now. There's a flick of his named Stillwater.
Is it the Clint Eastwood movie? Is that,
No, he's like a dad, and he works in some oil industry kind of
Okay.
thing. It's really fucking good.
It's good.
It's really good, and I think the premise is his daughter gets kidnapped or something like that, or it's something weird. But he plays this Oklahoma rural dude, and he from Stillwater, Oklahoma, which is why it's called Stillwater. Anyway, he does a very good accent. And that's what really blew me away this entire time is, us all being from Texas.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the Texas accent, man. I mean, he's nailed it.
My name's
He's not
Carol
varsity
Shelby,
blues
and
in
I
this.
build cars.
Yeah.
I build race cars.
He's not varsity blues in this stuff. I mean, or nothing. It just he's very good, and I highly recommend watching Stillwater. It was incredible. But yeah, I would definitely go and he did a really good job with it. So
I thought he did. Or can we remix now, or is that later?
It's later.
it's later.
He's fine. No, I'm joking. No, he seriously he did. I actually went and put some thought into that. Like, okay, well, who could replace him or whatever.
Mhm.
To me, Matt Damon, like again, nothing negative to say about his character in this film. Him and Ben Affleck have always been like your standard fucking white. They're interchangeable with fucking anybody, in my opinion. They just are. That's not. I'm not taking away from his character in this movie. I thought he fucking killed it.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, this was one of the first ones where I was like, boy, he's fucking Matt Damon. He's fucking interchangeable with some other white dude or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't know.
And like,
No.
and like, Christian Bale, they wanted to make this movie together.
Mhm.
Like they wanted to work with each other. I love a movie where it's like two movie stars being movie stars and like they just cook on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
My favorite part of this whole flick was whenever they started beating the shit out of each other. That was the best.
What has
He
it
was-
been? 3 years? 4
Yeah,
years?
yeah. He came home with an armload of groceries, and they just start wailing the fuck out of each other. And an old wife just plops down, and then Cherry just watches them go. And it was great.
I read that
Their interplay was
because
wonderful.
Matt Damon was Jason Bourne and Bale was Batman. They were used to like doing these fight sequences and training for months for like a scene, and they only had to like talk and rehearse this for 20 minutes before they did that fight. So it's like kind of like this thing that you're working on for 6 months. You got like a Taekwondo instructor. You got like all this stuff. And it's like, no, we're just doing this. They said they loved that. They were like, we didn't have to do all that stuff. We could do
Yeah,
this. Yeah. And there's something in there like he grabs a can, but like then he grabs like a loaf of bread and hits him over the head with a loaf of
Yeah,
bread.
right. Like he's like, he's actually my friend.
I don't want to
Right.
hurt him, but I want him to know that. Yeah. And after they're laying on the grass, and he's like, "What the hell was?" He was like, "I call that the llama bite."
He's like, you named it?
Yeah, so
Well,
stupid.
what I was gonna say. So they're at the diner, and Kristen Bell says, "Oh, Ford,
Yeah.
whatever," and he says something along the lines of, "They hate you because you're different."
Yeah, for sure.
Because Matt Damon did not fall into the corporate cog. He did what Carol Shelby did what he loved to do or whatever, and they fucking hate that about you, and they break down that whole entire. They're trying to please his boss. He's trying to please his boss. Anyway, I thought that really nailed like the spirit of like they are really racers for real, and nothing is ever going to kind of like a creative or something like you're not going to undo that thing.
He says
from
that.
them.
He says that in his speech. My daddy told me, find the thing that you love, and you never work a day in your
Right,
life. He's
yeah.
like, but there's other guys that are, I identify with that. Of like, if you don't do this thing, you feel like you're dying. Like it'll drive you insane. You'll lose your mind. And those were those kind of guys. The difference with Shelby was he had the interpersonal skill set. Pops comes up and he's like, they're buying these cars. Can you come down and spread a couple magic words? He wasn't as good a racer. He says that to Ken. Like, well, I couldn't have made this team.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Ken was a way better racer than him. And I honestly thought about me and you a lot in this movie in terms of just like, that was kind of our dynamic at work a little bit. Like we both had these things that we have to do, right? Or we're going to be miserable. Your interpersonal sometimes wasn't right, but sometimes your dedication to the thing was the thing that got it across the line. And I had to go in before you and like massage the room versus, you know what I mean? Because you're going to go in there and like throw a wrench at somebody.
I know. Man.
Anyway, it'll
Gay.
be fine. And then I just left.
Gay.
What'd you say?
Gay.
Oh,
No, I'm joking. No, I know. I thought about that too, man.
the other thing I was going to say about Matt Damon is like you're saying he's interchangeable, which I mostly agree with you, but I think he's a phenomenal actor. I can't name a bad movie he's ever been in minus
Right.
that Great Wall of China ponytail thing. What I didn't see.
Oh, shit.
I didn't
that.
see it.
No, I don't know
Well, we
anything.
got to give it a chance.
The Great Wall.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it
I
either.
didn't hear about that.
Oh, you've never, dude. It's like that fucking Gary Oldman Tiptoes movie where you would think it's like made up. Look up the Matt Damon Great Wall. He's like an archer. He's like a white dude with a ponytail in like China. I don't know how he thought that was going to be a good idea, but he did.
Sometimes,
Yeah, roll the dice, man.
sometimes in the pitch it sounds good.
They,
Sometimes things get changed.
They
by
all
the-
can't be winners.
No,
Ford
all of
corporate
his
comes
has
He's
down
in, he's
and
in a
changes
lot of
everything.
movies. I mean,
Yeah.
he's in like
He
1 to
is
2
in a lot.
movies a
He's a
year.
lot,
I mean,
yeah.
like
I've always appreciated his like that dude is not in the press. Like he married a waitress that he fell in love with. They've been raising their family. Whatever. Tomorrow there'll be some big scandal or something. But
Baby Driver.
I appreciate how non-Hollywood he is, but he just has worked. Like he's very dedicated to his craft, and he always shows up and does a very good job. I feel like Christian Bale is very
consistent.
much
He's
that as well.
consistent. He's consistent.
Hot take. I talked to my brother about this after I watched it because he had already seen it. I think this is maybe Bale's weakest performance, one of his weakest performances. He doesn't steal the movie from everyone. He's like
He's not supposed to.
Yeah, he's not
right.
supposed
He's not
to,
supposed
man.
to. But every other movie Bale's in, it's a Bale movie. This movie, even as an actor, he's with the other Ford drivers and crosses the line with all of them. Like it's a metaphor for how he really did well in this movie and let everyone play in the space. I felt like, but
even
Yeah,
that toward
yeah.
the end was a, is he going to do this or is he not?
Yeah,
kind of
right.
thing. And
It's
it
up to
ended
you.
up it ended up biting him in the ass
Yeah.
because he
course it
missed he missed doing
Triple
the,
Crown.
the
Yeah.
Triple Crown because
Spoiler
of some
alert.
bullshit technicality, you know. And
It's a Le Mans.
Josh Lucas.
I think Bale did a fucking incredible job. I mean, because he brought a lot of depth to just a basic British driver, you know, and he brought a lot of fire to him, and he brought a lot of personality to him. He had a lot of chinks in the armor, man, and he displayed them really, really, really well, and he let it go over the top and didn't rein it in, you know, and it's I think he did for the character itself. He did a fucking amazing job. I mean, it's.
I love Bale. I love
and
Bale as a
I
hothead.
agree. It wouldn't be one of those because Bale has done so much. His body of work is just so rich. This wouldn't be what I would put even in the top 5. But for what he was doing and what he was playing, I think he knocked it out of the park. I
think
really
I
he
agree.
did.
He did. I'm saying if you list, if you get a group of guys in a room and say what's Christian Bale's top 3 movies, Ford versus Ferrari is not in that. List.
No.
Well, sure,
No,
sure.
No, not at all.
That's all I'm
For
saying.
me, I can't name 3.
I would put him as in Thor: Love and Thunder above this. I mean, because even though
like
it was
Thor.
Right.
I forgot he was in
I
that.
liked it too. He fucking crushed that role.
Right.
You know.
This is the only
but
movie
it
he's
was
ever
a
been in.
different character.
This is the only movie
You
he's
know?
ever been in that I know of where you're not like, you got to go see Christian Bale in Ford versus Ferrari. It's like, go see Ford versus Ferrari. It's a good movie. Oh, Christian Bale's also in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then James Mangold, the director, he's directed like over the last 30 years. Most of them are like really good. Some are classic. And like when I was doing the prep for this, like there were some people making negative critiques about it, but it's like he's an actor's director. He's been in a lot of movies where the actor wins an Oscar. That's Angelina Jolie in like Girl Interrupted. That is
He directed that? Holy shit.
Reese Witherspoon wins supporting actress, best actress for Walk the Line.
We've already mentioned this, but fucking Logan.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Logan was good,
he did do the Wolverine, which was
I think
controlled by who was it? Sony? Who had
Yeah,
the
that
Fox?
was- that was
Fox still had that.
The
was
Wolverine
Fox
was still
thing
good.
but he got creative control with Logan.
Yeah.
and he had Patrick Stewart and he had
Hugh Jackman.
who've been in the X-Men universe
Yeah.
before, and they were good. Those motherfuckers, straight up,
Logan
out
is
of the stratosphere with those.
Logan
roles.
is an example of like breaking out of that suit thinking, that corporate thinking, and like being able to do this great thing. And they were James Mangold also directed Kate and Leopold with Hugh Jackman. That's how I met Hugh Jackman.
Oh shit!
Um,
Wow.
Didn't see it.
I did not see that.
it's a beautiful
If it's
film.
a rom,
It is.
if it's a
It's
romantic,
I saw it on a date like forever ago, and
Yeah, that
and
checks
it,
out.
it was good. It was definitely one of those, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I'd have it watch it again. Nope. But it was good.
I've read some things that like they said like, hey, the racing sequences aren't good in this movie.
Oh fuck that.
True or false?
No,
I thought
false.
they were good.
I
But I
think-
don't know shit about racing
False.
or cars.
It was.
I don't think so.
You know what it reminded me of? Did y'all ever see the Emil Hirsch Speed Racer?
I didn't
Yeah, I
watch
did.
it.
There was some like the
Seems like
racing
something you'd be
sequences
totally
in
into.
it that kind of like reminded me of it, just like some of the cockpit shots and some of the other stuff that they did. It reminded me of that a lot. But I think the action sequences were wonderful. The
sound was mint,
just in my living room was incredible, and I was really sad that I missed it on the big screen because it would have just rattled your soul, man.
They portray it's not just like Fast and the Furious, like we're racing. They're like. There's limits to the cars. Things are overheating. Yeah. The door's not shutting. The brakes are fading. There's all these like other elements. It's raining out now.
And plus there's the performance. Like what's happening with Matt Damon in the pit or like.
That's what I was going to say.
There's other elemental things
I thought they did
happening with the racing sequences in there. I thought they did really good, man.
If you're a race guy or a car guy, maybe you don't like him as much. But if you're a movie guy, I thought they did a much better job capturing like the whole story, like a narrative in a car race. How the fuck do you do that? I thought they did it really well in this movie.
Yeah,
some of the shots were really cool too. I thought
it was a really pretty movie too.
Yeah, it was.
It is gorgeous,
it's gorgeous.
Some article I read was like, you know what? This isn't anything compared to the 1965 film Redline 5000 and the racing in that.
Fucking.
I looked that up on YouTube and it's not. It's not there. And so it's like, might as well not even exist. You don't have one thing on this movie on YouTube at all. I was like, how good are these race sequences from 1965 in this movie that I've never heard of? And like, can't even find it.
It's like that Nick Nolte movie. Anytime there's a car chase movie, they always compare this car chase to this Nick Nolte car chase in the
French
70s.
Connection?
You're talking about Gene Hackman?
Oh, Gene Hackman. Yeah.
The French Connection,
yeah, that's
right?
what it is. Yeah, with it's in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
With the L trains.
One car lost like 7 hubcaps.
That chase sequence is not that good.
I was like,
I've watched it like 3 times. And I'm like, what the fuck am I missing here? It's not good.
I forgot. I don't know if it's Fast and Furious, but they hit reverse, but they shift in reverse like 12 times. I'm like, there's only one reverse, dog. There ain't no more gears backwards, dude.
I can't reverse any harder.
And it's just like womp, 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 and you're just like, what?
I can't reverse any harder.
How long is it?
How long is what?
The time. You always yell when it's like an hour.
39.
Okay.
With 39 minutes?
God damn. All right.
Oh, we were at 39 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. It's fine.
We'll have to edit out this at the 39-minute mark.
The 2 camera's been pretty good, man.
Versus
4. Yeah.
This is about the Ford company, but really about these 2 men and beating the odds. And like some people like wrote that this movie was too smooth. Like you never think that they won't win, but it's like he doesn't win. He gets screwed over. Like it's like kind of like I feel like a lot of the people who wrote about this movie didn't understand what the point of this movie.
I think maybe they didn't maybe amplify enough. This wasn't like a 3-month fucking period. Yeah, they had a blank check.
They did not do the time well. But how long it took.
It's like you don't. That's like again going back to the diner. Like oh yeah, haha, it's a joke because like it's impossible. You cannot beat a Ferrari car in 3 fucking months. It can't be done, right? Mm-hmm. And I know, and historically
they didn't.
It was over a few years or whatever with like the different wins or whatever. Right. And
they didn't. They went to Le Mans and Ford just fucking tanked. I mean everything tanked out. And they did a good job illustrating that, but it would have been nice if they would have put down time markers every once in a while. Just
that would have given you a little more like, man, you really understand the pressure they're under to like, and are fighting fucking corporate or whatever at the same time with that. Yeah, money's not the issue, but
I think that's the thing for me. It's like, have you ever been in a position? If you haven't, maybe it doesn't hit as hard. Have you ever been in a position where you try to get somebody on your team because you care about them and you believe in them, and that happens, and then your supervision or corporate fucks with that dynamic and you are the one that has to go into the room and be like, hey, sorry, but this is what's happening now? That's the worst thing ever because you're not even getting to make that decision. And Matt Damon has to do that to Christian Bale multiple times.
Yeah.
And then ultimately at the end, the major fuck you. And I don't know, like kudos to Ken Miles for being like, I know it's out of your control. Like you treated me right.
He did tell him at the end. He's like, it's your choice.
Yeah.
Like,
it's your call.
Either way, they win the fucking... So, like, the publicity's still there. But, like, I get the photo op, but, like...
But they rob him of the thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, and he set the record the lap before or whatever, like, as a personal record or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Before he was like, all right, I'll slow down.
And for me, it was that, like, his wife's at home, his son's at home. They get to watch him, be Superman on fucking TV. That's incredible. Mm-hmm. That's priceless. While we're talking about people crushing roles or whatever, can we just, my one major critique of this movie, like
Oh.
Why the fuck and who cares about John Bernthal in this movie? Like, he doesn't do shit in this movie. He's there, and I love John
Are you talking
Bernthal.
about Lee Iacocca?
Yeah, Lee Iacocca.
Yeah,
Anyone else could have done John Bernthal's job in this.
Yeah.
Hold
I
on,
feel
we're
like he
not
was
there yet.
underutilized.
We're not there yet.
Yeah. I'm there with the,
We haven't
with
even
the
brought
John
him up.
Bernthal thing.
It's John
It-
Bernthal. We didn't even talk about him because who gives a fuck in this movie?
Yeah.
He's
Remix the
yeah.
ingredients.
You may do remix the ingredients now.
Yes.
Well, yeah, okay. I want to talk about this one other thing.
Ben is chomping at the bit to remix
Yeah,
the fucking
remix
ingredients
them.
here.
Yeah. Okay.
What did you
You-
have?
you-
what were
you
you
have
gonna say?
something-
Go
What
ahead.
I was gonna say.
What do you
Yeah.
have?
Yeah.
We were talking about how there's no fat on this movie.
Yeah.
You know, 2.5 hours is just like it really moves. Someone else wrote their airbrushing racing history of Ford versus Ferrari. That's what the headline is. And it's talking about like how Shelby had all these extramarital affairs and all that stuff, and
I
like,
knew
that's not
that was
addressed.
coming.
And I was like, who can? That's not what this movie's
gives a
about.
shit?
Like we can't pull everything. We have to
Did
choose.
they
We
even
still have
show-
Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters, man.
Did they ever show Shelby even with a wife?
No.
No.
They didn't show him
No.
with
I was
any
about to
woman
say,
at all.
I don't remember. Yeah, he never even like honked a girl's ass in the entire thing. We're talking like '60s Mad Men era. You know, I don't. It
Did you say
doesn't
honk
doesn't
a
really.
girl's
Honk a girl's
ass?
ass. They always
is that a
honk.
term?
That's what they
They always
call
honk
Oh.
boobs. Why is
Yeah.
that the sound effects if someone grabs a girl's boob in a movie? It's always, why is
like-
that? Who decided boobs honk?
The
Not me.
same person who
Ooga.
thinks they feel like bags of sand. I guess I really don't know.
Bags
man.
of sand? What? Come on, man. You can do better than that. Show me a great man in history that does not have a checkered past outside of the thing that he's known for.
Obama.
Oh,
Sure.
pretty
Okay.
good. It's pretty good.
Right.
Pretty good call right there.
Give it how long's Carl Shelby been dead? Give it that long for Obama.
Carl Shelby. Carol Shelby.
Carol Shelby, I mean.
Carl
Who the fuck's
Shelby.
Carl?
cares?
Carl,
You
his
get-
brother, his
Carl-
stand-in.
You
Carl
get
Shelby and like Nick Nolte.
all right, motherfucker. You get the point I'm making. Like, he did a bunch of big stuff in his life, and there's cars named after him, and like, yeah, he's probably got some checkered shit outside of
Yeah,
work.
most likely.
Every
Yeah.
single person that you are
Yeah.
going to mention in a podcast who's done big things, they're going to have some shit outside of
Yep.
work. I promise you. So I that's a non-starter for me. That's those people are idiots.
I know.
They probably won't watch over 8.1 rom-coms. Fucking idiots.
You're probably right. Okay, remix the ingredients.
Thank God we're here.
He said, okay. So, so we're talking about, first of all, what's who plays Lee Iacocca? What's his fucking name?
John Bernthal.
John
Okay,
Bernthal?
I don't know that fucking guy, man. I really like
He's
him a lot.
punk. Yeah,
He's in
sure.
the Bear.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
He's great in that fucking show.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's in The
he's
Walking
great.
Dead.
Yeah, he's Shane from
Yeah,
Walking
okay,
Dead.
Yeah, I think
So-
he did great in The Punisher.
Punisher. He's a great actor.
Oh, absolutely.
I think he did good in his role. I know we're not talking about him, and maybe he has better roles or whatever. But like he's like the in between corporate and what the whole time you have what's the mean guy that's at corporate?
BB.
Yeah, BB. He's even rooting against that guy. Daytona's happening, and he's like, yeah, they're gonna get it. I say that to say I think he could be replaced. Hold your breath. John Hamm, fucking Mad Men, 1960s marketing. You're the head of marketing.
I can see that.
You're the head of marketing for fucking Ford or whatever in the 60s, and he was anyway, I think that would have been a good
That's a good
very
substitution.
cool, very stoic, but knows how to be
He was.
don't walk out on that stage if
Yeah.
you don't trust me.
This was a very milk
Because at the end,
character.
he
Yeah,
actually
it was.
was on his side for real when he said that. It wasn't just like, I'm the corporate, it's the Ford way. He was literally like, don't do it unless you trust me. You can trust me. I actually am on your side for real.
I wanted
But
someone.
also, I'm powerless somehow because I work for fucking Henry Ford II.
I wanted someone less heroic as an actor. I felt like that role got muddied up because I wanted somebody a little more Weasley, even though he was trying not to be Weasley.
But the character wasn't Weasley.
he
man.
was kind of spineless.
That's
in
my
a way,
point.
you
I
know?
wanted him to be like, you can trust me. I'm trying to do the right thing. Unless there's some pressure here, and then I'm going to have to go with what the pressure says.
Yeah,
That's what he did over and over
yeah.
again. But John Bernthal, I don't see as that. You know what I mean? I don't think I would have saw John Hamm as that. But I also did not watch Mad Men.
Well,
I know it's
I
incredible.
think they kind of needed that contrast because you had Henry Ford II who would come in and
Oh, he was such a
have his
prick, dude.
fucking, fist knocked into everybody, and then you had the CEO. I can't even remember his name, but the guy who they put in charge of everything.
BB.
Yeah, BB.
I don't know his real name.
Josh
but
Lucas.
I think if you would have had Iacocca being portrayed as a tough guy, also, it would have created a lot of contrast and kind of diminished
For sure.
the evil role and also the corporate role of Henry Ford. All at the same time,
like kind of redundant,
right?
Yeah.
So, but they picked a good guy who I think could have done a great job with it. But if he would have taken that stance, it probably would have diminished those two roles significantly.
I don't blame John Bernthal for the role being. I just think there wasn't space for that role. It was unneeded.
Yeah. Well,
But
you got any other remixing ingredients?
Yeah, man. So I had y'all are not going to want to hear, this might be a wrong call. I'm saying it. Carroll Shelby, because Matt Damon's interchangeable, right? By the way, can't stress this enough. He killed the role, right? I'm not taking away from Matt Damon.
I mean, remember Damon's from Jersey, right? Like
It's from Boston.
Boston.
So
Boston,
why would they grab him? Because he's an actor.
Because he's a superstar.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying he plays a guy from Texas who's really charismatic, and he crushes it.
You know who else is from Texas that's really charismatic?
He's gonna
Matthew
say-
McConaughey?
he's gonna
Matthew McConaughey.
Sure,
Bro, come on. I mean, replace.
I agree with you.
You know what? The one scene specifically. Let me land this fucking plane. I was a pilot for B-17s in the war or whatever. Oh, it's like riding a bike. I could definitely see Matthew McConaughey just being like, "Hey man, it's like I got
Pulls
it.
a
We're
spliff
good
out
here."
from behind his ear, fucking sparks it up.
Man,
you
it was
know,
great.
we're gonna bring
And
this
he has that
down.
southern drawl and all that.
Yeah.
And like, I'm Cheryl Kelby and I build race cars. But he also has, think about like Dallas Buyers Club. He has the seriousness where he can be like, I have to have a hard conversation, Christian Bale, with you.
Sure.
They don't want you to drive, man.
He's too old. I thought
But he has like the
Billy Bob too
You know what I mean, man? Like
for Shelby.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I would change it. I'm just saying I could see him in
For
that
sure.
role.
For
I
sure.
could see him in that role.
Me
That's
too.
the only two I had.
Billy Bob would be a good. Yeah,
Billy
just like
Bob's
you
too
said,
old, but I think he could have.
Or like Billy Bob maybe as like Phil, the Pops, the main.
I thought that guy did really
Because
great.
you have Henry Ford and BB and Lee Iacocca, and then you have what's the other team?
Pops.
You have Carroll Shelby.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's his right hand man. Is like his crew chief or whatever
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck. I could see Billy Bob in that.
I wonder if
that
he
role
would
as
have
well.
stole it away a little bit, because that guy was really great at like just being
Blending
like
in.
supportive,
Right.
But not. I don't know. I know what you're
He
saying.
throws in his little one-liners or whatever. Yeah.
He's got that
This is
scene
where
he
they
has-
initiate,
Was he the
don't
same
initiate.
guy that in Oh Brother Where Art Thou that was
Yes.
married to
Yes. Yes.
Clooney's ex with
Yes.
his wife? Yeah,
The bona fide.
Bonafide.
Bonafide.
You've been using my hair treatment.
He's just he's
Your
like an
hair
expert. He's
treatment.
been doing it his whole
Don't
life.
come back to Woolworths.
Sometimes they don't get out of the car.
Yeah, that scene with him. And
How many
Pete
times has he
Oh,
seen
dude.
that?
was great. Exactly right.
That was a punch to the fucking gut.
Yeah, I mean, he's like doing paperwork, and,
I
and he's just
didn't-
like, sometimes they don't get out. And I know he's not like a heartless
not
guy or
heartless,
whatever,
yeah.
but it's just like this is part of the business, man.
That,
Like,
is. What do you think?
they know
what
what they're
do you
signing
do?
up for.
That was a punch in the gut.
I don't. I mean, throw it out. I don't think Christian Bale, and I don't know a lot of Christian Bale anymore. I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't imagine someone else in that role. I thought he did really well. I mean, he's like a UK person, and he does all the like mannerisms and the way he like slows down the dialogue a lot, and he's very animated. And I don't know who else. I guess I'm not saying no one could replace him. I'm saying I don't know who else would be though. I wouldn't. I guess.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have
Um,
somebody to
he
replace
fucking
him. I
crushed
loved
it.
being able to hear Christian Bale's. Like I can't think of
Actual-
another movie where
yeah.
he's speaking as himself.
Yeah,
he's always
right.
doing an accent because he's so great at.
You gotta drive it
everything.
like a sports car. Where,
Yeah.
Oh, give me my tea. Like.
I loved watching a movie where Christian Bale got to be British. I guess I thought it was really cool. Yeah, he did great.
Surprisingly, it doesn't happen as often as it should.
No,
I
And
would have
it-
changed his son to be the kid in the wizard.
shut the fuck up. God, I wish I had never watched it, man.
California.
God, Lord.
So rumor is in the 90s, this project, they were trying to make this movie for a long time. And at one point, Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, they were trying to make that. So if those two are in this movie in the 90s, which one is Shelby, which one is Miles?
I would definitely have Brad Pitt as Shelby.
Same.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise would. I think Cruise could be British.
By the way, I would go see that
He
movie.
could.
I think it would have been fine.
I think it would have too.
Like I think Tom Cruise is Miles. I like seeing Tom Cruise be kind of like off like that. And what movie was I just watching? It was something from the 80s.
Days of Thunder.
No, and it was like it was Rain Man. It was Rain Man, and I was like, his performance is so good, and he used to like really kind of do all this stuff with his performance. And I think he could have done that. I think he could have been a great Carroll Shelby. I think Brad Pitt, both of them. You switch those out. It's still a
Brad
good movie.
Pitt in F1 next week, baby.
It's absolutely fucking criminal. I go to the mat for Tom Cruise all the time. He is a phenomenal actor. He got to a place where he can Adam Sandler it, and like he's known for like these huge action sequences now, and he can do that and make all his money and like whatever. That's what he wants to do. Fine. But you go back and watch his earlier stuff. Last Samurai, Interview with the Vampire, Vanilla Sky by your dude Crow.
Yes.
Vanilla Sky is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. Cruise is a real
Risky
actor that can
Business.
carry a role from start to finish all the way through.
Top Gun.
And now he's just kind of a parody of himself.
Jerry
because of all
fucking
the-
Maguire.
Oh yeah,
Jerry
I mean,
Maguire.
Jesus
like
Christ,
what do you think I'm gonna do? Flip it out? Like I want that kind of energy from Ken Miles if Tom Cruise is playing that part.
My only caveat there is, has Tom Cruise ever done an accent beside the first movie him and Kidman did together about the Irish?
Far and away.
Yeah, Far and Away, which was a good
Probably
movie.
not.
But also,
They can just.
I don't think he can do an accent. I really don't think.
I think you get Tom Cruise in the movie.
Nah.
We're cutting the accent.
sure. He's American.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's
then it's not historically accurate.
He's
Sip the
American
tea.
now.
I don't know if I could. I'll watch it.
I would've gone
At the
to see
same
that,
thing,
though.
I don't think Brad Pitt could do a fucking British accent
No, I don't either.
and carry it out. I mean, he did what
The Devil's Own with Harrison Ford, where he's
oh,
Irish.
Shit. Well, that's
It's like
British,
that movie's
though.
not
they're
great.
the, they're the same guy though, right? They can do Irish.
And then he
That's-
was in Snatch, and then he had
Oh, yeah,
Was that
Ike
even an
accent.
accent
Yeah.
though? He just made that shit up.
Oh, he
all-
did
Yeah.
make it up.
I wish Ford vs Ferrari with Brad Pitt
You like that?
with
The accent.
Mickey as the we're gonna win Le Mans for Ford with Mickey in the car. Like
Jesus Christ.
How's he communicating with the pit crew? We got 2 seconds. What's going on, Mickey?
The fucking pit crew's on fire and stuff.
What?
And, yeah.
Hello, that Carol. Am I on fire?
Can't
Am I on fire?
Molotov cocktail goes off in Ferrari's fucking club seats and stuff.
Gas up
And
the
yeah, I don't know.
I loved that part of this movie too, where like Shelby just went through.
Remix the whole movie.
Well, just like he went through. He won Le Mans on his own. They don't really talk about like. I know he didn't do it on his own, but like. By the time he gets to this project and he's got the entire Ford Motor Company behind him, he's already like proven that he can do like incredible things. And he's on the other side of his life, and he's like, "Oh, I can still do cool." I don't know. I just thought
That's
that
why
was
they wrote him a
fucking
blank
good.
check, man.
Straight up.
Thanks to Lee Iacocca.
I'd like to see Leonardo DiCaprio as Miles.
Sure.
With
dude,
Matt
yeah.
with Matt Damon in
Sure.
this movie. Like I think
Really, man.
Sorry.
I'm trying to think of a.
I could see DiCaprio doing fucking anything.
I would.
I mean, I really could. I mean, you see the breadth of what he's done. I mean, from the fucking Revenant to
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street to What's Eating Gilbert Grape. I mean, Homeboy just complete full circle can do fucking anything.
That's another
he's,
movie.
Man, I
he's a
don't-
chameleon.
I
He's
don't
kind
see
of
it,
like Christian
man.
Bale. He can just kind of like he's a chameleon.
I think
you can just do it all.
So like, yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with that. I think though, he's got like dialogue heavy or whatever. But like a race car fucking driver that has like this, I'm throwing a fucking. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could see that over Christian Bale. Not taking away from
No,
DiCaprio.
I mean not. I mean, if we had to recast it though,
I
He's
think.
just-
I think
things are just a little
DiCaprio
slower
would bring a
and
different
a little more
vibe.
dialogue with Leonardo and basically everything. I don't know if I've seen him in like I know Reverend, but like a real deal like action or like war movie or
No,
like
yeah,
something. I don't know if I could see that. Man,
I
in
would
this
say.
one.
I would say Tom Hardy
he's in Inception.
for Miles, but
He is an Inception. Yeah.
But the thing with Miles is that he's historically, but also Bale grabs this. He's kind of like gaunt. Like he looks old. He's kind of like he's a skinny dude,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
Tom Hardy's not that. You know who else could have played Shelby? I think is Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I think he could have done really well as Shelby.
Interesting.
Who's that?
From The Walking Dead. No, he's not. Is he in The Walking Dead?
Yeah,
he's
he's
Negan.
Yeah.
Just like handsome and like charming and
Yeah.
like, but older.
Iacocca.
I just cut him out.
I like Lee. He's got a cool name, Iacocca.
Lee Iacocca.
We have some business lessons from Ford versus Ferrari. John Carrier from the MIT Sloan Executive Education Program, implementing Industry 40, leading change in manufacturing operations, had 3 takeaways from this. Don't adopt new tech until you know what problem you're trying to solve. Flatten your decision making. Shelby's going directly to Ford, not like a million people.
Right, yeah.
And like learn from others. Like, oh, they have like a whole pit crew over here, and like that's why we're getting screwed over here.
NASCAR.
Yeah.
How did they not have a fucking NASCAR pit crew?
Because
Because
nobody
he's trying to
asked the
fuck him
question.
over.
Yeah,
BB was trying to fuck him
Yeah.
over because he knew if Miles won the Daytona, he would not go on to Le Mans or whatever. And also,
Makes sense.
baller fucking move. I'll put fucking Shelby Cobra up as my whole company.
That
if
was
he
gangster
wins
as
the
fuck.
I was like,
Lock him in
God
the
dang,
room.
dude.
I didn't like, I guess, like, I don't know how to.
That's how much faith he had
Yeah.
in him. You know,
Yeah.
like,
That's showing up for somebody. I didn't know how to process the fucking, like, and I don't know how historically accurate it is. Like, he steals their stopwatches. That was kind of a shit move.
That sounds pretty
Him
funny.
dropping the lug nut to make them question. So maybe they're going to have to call the
Sarah
pit-
was like, "Is that cheating?
That is
that
cheating
I
to
was like,
me.
Is
Like,
it though?
cheating.
They didn't fucking fuck with the
I
cars or
don't
like
know.
anything.
That's some.
like,
That's I don't know. That's
that's
some.
that meta game right
It's
there.
shit.
That's
Yeah.
That's some savvy Bill Belichick shit.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
old
Yeah.
Texas
That's exactly
man
what it
That's
is.
bullshit.
some Bill Belichick
Fucking
shit.
Bill Belichick.
Use any edge you got.
And now look at him. Fucking
Sure.
25-year-old.
That's the lesson of
Hell
this
yeah.
movie.
Asshole.
I
Why wouldn't you?
can't be mad. Can't be
Why
mad
not?
whatsoever.
Playing
Nice
lawyer
job,
ball.
Do we have anything else to talk about before we get to our top 5s?
I have, like, this whole thing I want to say.
Jesus
Okay.
fucking Christ. It's so fresh on your mind right
It
now,
is.
dude.
Like,
Let it out, man. Let it out.
I don't know if you guys had this. Maybe you did.
I definitely didn't.
Ben did not. My dad is a car guy. He loves cars.
That's true.
He has lots of classic cars. He likes working on cars. He had 3 sons. He had 4 sons with the 3 of us. He wanted us to be into cars. He never forced that down our throats. None of us were. But all guys and probably all ladies, I don't fucking know. Nobody hates driving a cool car.
No.
But there's a difference between Shelby in this movie is probably worth hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, whatever the fuck. And he still would rather be in a garage fucking with cars. That does not make sense to me. But I thought I've been around those guys my whole life.
Because they love it.
Right. And I thought they really captured this well in that movie. Like, true car guys, you can't understand them unless you are, and I'm not. But I thought in this movie they really captured that. And it made me feel a little bad, I guess, as a son. Like, there was nothing I could do about it or my dad could do about it, but like Pete loves cars too. That's why him and his dad are close in the way that they're close. And I don't know. I just thought they captured that really well. But the thing that I would say, if you're like on the fence about watching this movie, you don't have to be a car person to love this movie.
Well, it's an 8.1, so you're an asshole if you don't watch
You
it.
are an asshole. Straight up, man. I'll go to the grave on that, dude. If it's over an 8, fuck you. Watch it. Regardless of genre.
That kind of mindset is felt in by a lot of different hobbies and ventures and everything like that.
Sure.
Like you spend, and whenever I'm a food guy, I like to cook. Majority of my time's in the fucking kitchen, not at the dinner table. You know, so it's kind of like the same thing that you're always tinkering with stuff. You're changing this,
Sure.
you're changing that, and the same with like musicians. It's the exact same thing. You spend more time fucking practicing than you do on stage.
And it's
just
a hard. Well, yeah, it is. Any endeavor that Ben and I have talked about that a lot. Where, you know, if you choose, for me, right, as an illustrator, you choose to chase that, you spend most of your life alone in a chair toiling over that thing. And as a dad, when my sons were little, there were glimmers of like, oh, they're into drawing. Maybe that could happen. Trying to nurture that, but also not force it.
Yeah.
And then ultimately it didn't happen. And even though I'm very proud of all of them and they're all doing great, there was a sadness for me of like, oh, I guess that's not going to be a thing. I'm not going to have cartoonish children. I know my dad went through that with us with cars. And this movie made me feel bad in a way for my dad that he didn't get that, I guess. That's all I wanted to say.
That's sad as
But you
fuck.
don't need to love cars to love this movie and appreciate the relationship between the dad and the son.
you two guys are dads. Like, what is there a risk of when you're like, I really want them to love this movie, like I love this movie, or like love Star Wars, or like whatever, but like that threading that needle of like, I don't want them to hate this just because I like it, kind of thing, like that kind of thing that kind of can happen with like fathers and sons.
I wouldn't know.
It's that's a fine line whenever it comes to that, and the thing of it is that your child is your flesh and blood. It comes from you. It's your genetics, but it's not you.
Yeah.
And they are going to have their own path, regardless of what they're going to have. They're going to have your mannerisms. They're going to have all these other things, but they're still going to have their own experiences, and that's it in a nutshell. You know, I mean, you can try to shape and mold as best as you can, but a vast majority of it, especially with guys, with men, they have a natural instinct to rebel against an authority figure.
Yeah.
Fathers and
So,
sons is tricky.
Yeah.
It is.
You
It's
get-
really yeah.
For me, you get better at spotting it.
Mm-hmm.
Like with my older boys, there were times growing up where I would be like, I'm really into this thing and I want you to be into it too. And it was kind of like force fed. And then they just weren't, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some stuff they were. Like, I don't know, the first time I showed Aiden Star Wars, I didn't know he was going to become fucking obsessed with it. And it became this cool thing, but it was accidental. What happened for me is as I raised my sons, I would show them, all you can do is show them things that you like and maybe they're into it. But you get better at spotting, like, this isn't going to be a thing for them, right? And being appreciative for, I have two sons who are super, super into music, beyond what I'm into music, even though I love it so much. I'm just appreciative that I have that with them. I'm appreciative that I have Star Wars with Aiden, that I have certain games with Brennan, and Brennan's more into animation and stuff. Even though you want them to love all the stuff you want them to love, because you love it, you can't make that happen.
No.
You just get better at spotting it. There's had to have been stuff with you and your dad where like,
No.
your dad, I mean, I know clearly your dad loves movies and my dad loves movies too. That was a big connector for us. Was there stuff that your dad was like, oh, I really want you to be into this, and you were just like, it's just not my shit, Dad?
Yeah. I mean, my dad was like a scout leader for like Cub Scouts. And, I was in it with, kids from my school, like for 4 or 5 years or something. And then like, I like never got the bear badge.
Sure.
Like the third badge. I like ran into something in that book that like I couldn't do because I wanted to do everything myself kind of thing. And all these other kids are not only getting the bear badge, they're getting the Weeblo badge, all this stuff. And my dad's the freaking Cub Scout leader, and his own son doesn't even have the damn bear badge. It's like, yeah, just some things like that. You know what my dad used to do? It was pretty baller. We didn't do this like when we were growing up. Like, he's like soapbox racing.
Oh, cool.
Like, so he would build those out when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, that's so cool. I saw something like that. There was one like, there used to be one at the Y for like 5 or 6 years ago. But like, kids aren't doing that now. Like, but like, there's always, there's stuff. There's definitely stuff with my dad where I can tell he wants me to love something, and sometimes it might take some time that maybe I do, and then sometimes I don't.
And you just get better at like being like, hey, we tried on this, but it's not my thing, or it's not your thing. I love you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody said that. Like,
Right, but
you know,
like maybe what I'm saying is like maybe when you're younger, it's like frustrating or disappointing, where it's like, did you ever take something to your dad that you thought he was going to be into, and he's just really not into it, and
all the time,
and in that moment you're like, shit, I was hoping he would be into
Yeah,
that, but
yeah,
you get better
yeah.
at being like, all right, he's not into this. There'll be
yeah,
another thing.
yeah.
That's what
He's
I'm
like,
saying.
thanks, another shitty crayon drawing for the fridge.
Yeah, let's spit on it when
That's
he
real
leaves.
good, Scotty.
Yeah, I don't know. Call your dad today. He loves you.
So, yeah, like, and I'll text my dad like, hey Dad, I'm watching such and such. Remember when we saw this like in 1990 or whatever? And my dad like was like, all right,
Not really.
be safe getting home or whatever. It's like I'm trying to connect.
Like watching
I'm
Right.
watching
Bro.
Mission Impossible.
Oh, tell everybody
It's
what.
like,
Like-
Dad, he like leans over at the movie theater. He's like, Dad, do you remember when we saw us opening night or whatever? And I know it's a joke, but like, and he's just like, oh, did we? Is that the same thing? He goes, the movie was really well put together. I don't know if I've seen another movie put together this well. And I was just like, Jesus Christ.
He also, when Ben said to my dad, "Do you want to sit by Scotty?" and he was like, I think he's like, hard pass. Well, I don't know what he said. I think he said that's okay. I think he said that's okay.
I texted my dad today at 2:28. Hey, did you ever watch Ford versus Ferrari? Like, let's open up this car conversation because I love movies. Just read, no response. I love you, Dad. Hey, Dad, I love you.
Thumbs up.
He's not going to watch this either.
It'll be a thumbs up.
Right. I know he's proud of me. Whatever.
Anyway, fuck dads. Yeah, they don't matter. Yeah.
I love my dad a lot, but yeah.
Useless.
Okay, getting to our top fives. Today our top five is top 5 car movies.
Top 5 car movies.
So this is a movie that's like either about racing or it's about a car or a car's has a big feature in the film.
Jump in it.
Are we just going to
Not-
go around?
Just do your 5.
I'm gonna go with Drive on my first one.
Oh,
Well done.
damn.
I like
done.
Drive a lot.
Is that the Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sarah
man.
hates
love
it.
him.
Look at the IMDb
Oh,
number.
Jesus.
I just didn't watch it. Fuck. I
Oh,
will
my
watch it.
8.3.
bro.
Sorry, I'm sure it's over an
my
8.
God.
I'm an
yeah,
asshole.
Anyway, yeah, Drive's up there for me.
Just list all 5. I think that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, all 5. I've got a bunch. Gotta go a fucking Baby Driver.
I didn't even think of that. Baby Driver is
Gotta
great.
go a fucking Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
You didn't have to.
Of course, yeah, I know the fuck I do. I've got Talladega Nights.
Sounds like
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with, I've got like more on here. I'm
Okay.
going to go with Furiosa. Mad Max.
Oh,
Well done.
I knew you were
okay.
going to pick a
That's-
Mad
that's
Max.
a-
It fucking-
Oh, I like the zag there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah actually thought of that, and I was like, man, the whole time I'm just like, they're like, because they're making their own cars out of fucking parts.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that little tow truck thing, that old Chris Hemsworth, dude,
And
I
never
was like,
stop for
They
gas.
shit on
not
Furiosa
once.
so bad, and all of us
all
loved
the
it.
same deal. Like
Yeah.
the audio in that is just
We
like,
loved
Oh,
that
dude,
movie.
yeah.
That was great.
We went to IMAX to see that bitch. Like, I
dude,
loved that
fuck
movie.
yeah, it was good.
Anyway.
Fury Road's good. Anyway,
My top 5. Number 1 is Death Proof.
Oh, that's good. That's
The
good.
That's my number
Tarantino.
It's fucking fun. It's a really fun
is good.
flick, and the casting's really good in it.
Kurt
too.
Russell's fucking
Yeah.
great.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Always.
And let's see, Gone in 60 Seconds. The
Yeah,
remake,
good, yeah.
Nicolas Cage. Not the. Me and Nicolas Cage have a love-hate relationship, but they also have that badass Mustang that's in it. As
Any-
well.
Anytime-
it is actually.
Anytime
yeah.
somebody
68
talks
Cobra
about Saw, I tell them to just skip the Saw series and watch 7. I feel the same way about Fast and Furious. You skip the whole shit
Yeah.
and just go watch Gone in 60 Seconds. It's a better
Okay.
movie.
There you go.
That's what I
And
So-
the other 3 aren't traditional car movies,
Okay.
but it works. And I will have the Blues Brothers.
Oh,
All fucking
yeah, that's
day
good.
long,
That's good.
because the Blues Brothers takes place
Never
in
seen
that
it.
fucking cop car the whole time, and it's just great. Next one's Dumb and Dumber.
The Shaggin' Wagon.
The Shaggin' Wagon. From fucking
good.
from Rhode Island to
Good pick.
to Colorado, and last one is Cars.
That's good.
I
I
had,
had that
had,
one.
to, had to
McQueen.
go with
Yeah.
fucking Cars, man.
Cars the movie.
Hell yeah, and it's just great, and it's Pixar, and it's one of their best. So it's there you go.
Joel stole my Death Proof, but all mine are movies that were like the more like Dumb and Dumber with the Shaggin' Wagon. Back to the Future, number 1 for sure.
Hell yeah.
I have that
Hell
on my
yeah.
list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking that. Never more has a car been a character in a movie than Back to the Future. It's fucking iconic. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. They're not in that car the whole time, but I feel like the time they are in that car is like the bulk of that movie. Ben loved that movie, by the way. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's
And,
good.
Ferrari,
Yes.
man. Ferrari.
Yeah, Ferrari. And License to Drive with
Oh.
Grandpa's Cadillac.
Dang. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. I feel like I didn't do well on this
Yeah,
now.
you didn't do well.
I got Back to the Future. I've got Days of Thunder
I had
with
Days
Tom
of-
Cruise.
yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah.
never seen that.
Really, it's really fucking.
Because
good.
why would I watch? It's about cars. I'll watch
It's
it.
really good.
Okay. I got Talladega Nights. I've got Collateral with Jamie Foxx
yeah,
and Tom
dude,
Cruise.
the
Well
cat.
done.
Yeah.
Great movie,
well
dude.
done.
And this is an 80s movie. It's called The Wraith.
Bro, Charlie Sheen, fuck yeah, dude. In the beginning of that movie, the car's racing. In the beginning of that movie, the car's racing. That's why I watched this movie. The Mustang is racing a Dodge Daytona, which Chrysler made that before Dodge made it. It was a Chrysler Laser. That was my first car. That's why I watched that movie. Cool movie, though.
The Wraith is cool.
It's about a guy that like is a spirit of a car or something. Like, what's the fucking premise? I don't remember. Isn't he like dead?
Something wild is going on.
That's
in
why
this
it's called
movie.
The Wraith.
And they're like, he's like taking revenge on like the people who were involved in his death.
Not a great movie, but a fucking cool, cool movie. And look up the Chrysler Wraith. It was a car that they built for this movie, and it was cool looking.
How the fuck did you not have Maximum Overdrive on your list?
I watched it, and it
as
was
much
a piece
as
of
you
shit.
talked about it, it was on there, but it didn't make your top 5,
Man,
bro.
I didn't have to do the. Well, it's fucking terrible, fucking goddamn movie. I did have Days of Thunder. Dude, you don't even have to watch Days of Thunder. Just watch Talladega Nights. It is a direct fucking parody of Days of, to the T.
Sure.
We have to have a honorable mention for fucking Ghostbusters because Ecto 1, goddamn, you know, as far as one of the best cars ever.
Men in Black?
Ecto 1's up there. Yeah, I can see.
I was trying to think of movies like Back to the Future where like the cars like the base of operations.
I almost put 1989 Batman. The Batmobile.
The 89 one was my favorite though.
Yes.
With that weird nose.
Anyway.
Not comic accurate, but it was fucking. It was a tasty flick. It really
Super
was.
cool.
Yeah.
Doggy Bag, what are you taking home from Ford versus Ferrari?
Don't sleep on movies above 8 on IMDb.
My man, same.
Yeah.
Or fuck you.
And that's
not my words. Those are not my words.
I'm saying it again.
That I mean, yeah.
What'd you say?
I'll watch this
you don't watch
again.
an 8.1, go fuck yourself?
You're an asshole. Like,
Yeah.
by the way, get back to us in the comments. I'd love to pick any movie.
Oh, no one's watching.
Pick any movie that's 8 or above. Try to go with the furthest outside of what you think you would like, and watch that fucking movie, and then come back and be like, you know what? Good call. Every time.
Mm-hmm. That's don't sleep on this flick for sure. I'm gonna watch it again.
It was good.
Yeah,
I think mine is like it's just well rounded from telling a story to historical, period piece to action and if you're into cars or whatever, but none of those things like overpower each other at all. I don't know. I was way into it. Sarah brought up a thing. It's not about the car or whatever. For me, it's more about like the innovation.
Yeah.
And like we're moving forward and we're hitting new boundaries and we're testing the limits of things. That I just gave you credit for that. And in my own words. And that kind of is akin to like the space program and and during that time like American Ingenuity and like when I'll edit all that out.
So I like what you said about the movie. The movie isn't overwhelmed by the awesome performances, because we have this incredible director doing all of this other stuff with sound, with the visuals, with the cinematography. Like it all is like great.
Soundtrack, I thought, yeah.
I obviously I'm not a movie director, right? Or I would have more money, but for me, as a creative person, it's hard to like look at this movie and figure out how the fuck does it even get made. Like, it's not interesting if we sat down at a table, right, and I am a director, and they're like, hey, I really want to do this story about Ford versus Ferrari. I'm fully out in that statement of like, why the fuck would that be a movie? Why would that be a movie anyone would want to see? Why would that be a movie I would want to make? And for the director to like come in and make this whole thing and care about all of it, and I'm assuming he's not a car guy, probably. I don't know. It's more of like this challenge of like, how do I take this thing and like tell the really good story behind it? I don't know.
That's what makes a movie an 8.1 or above great.
100%.
Because it's always going to have the story that will make it a timeless, well worth your time kind of thing, no matter what plate it's served on.
And I would submit that like this movie, even because I was going to bring that up earlier, where like Wolf of Wall Street, right? I don't care about stock market. I don't care. There's so much of that movie I don't give a shit about, but it's an incredible movie. But even Wolf of Wall Street is just smattered with sex.
Oh God,
right?
yeah.
Like even if you're like, I'm just going to watch this for the sex, I guess. I don't know. This movie has none of that.
Can't go one fucking movie.
I can't.
Yeah,
James Rumpel watching the movie for the sex.
Wolf of Wall Street's got a lot of sex in it. That's not why it's good. I'm just saying.
Knocked up. They had the fucking website. Like 2:31. We got tits. We got tits. Fucking opening credits. I can't remember the fucking name of the website.
I'm not. That's not the point of what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, it's kind of an easy button. Like, can I put asses in seats? Let's put a
Right.
bunch of sex in here. This movie has no sex in it.
No.
It has 2 kisses, and they're between like married people. And still, it's an 8.1. Like, that's you directed the shit out of that.
8.1 with no
8.1.
sex.
No sex in it. No sex. No real violence. Like,
No naked Margot Robbie.
right?
Nothing.
It's just a
You're
story.
good.
The story's so good, told in such a good way. That's my doggy bag.
I like this movie even though there's no sex in it. That's your fucking doggy.
I don't even want to watch sex in movies. I'm saying, like,
Yeah, you do.
It's-
Shut the fuck up.
God damn it, dude.
Dude, every fucking time.
The chick that played Molly was really hot.
Bro, she probably didn't even shave her legs.
Well,
You mean like in real life or like in the
fully
film?
No, the fucking, he was going on Tremors. Like, did anyone else know? No, nobody noticed that, bro. Anyway.
She had some hairy ass legs, dude, and probably a hairy butt.
What a
and
tri-
now she's arrested. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm just like, really?
Oh my
we
God.
cast a damn Sasquatch in this movie. Go ahead, Scotty.
Thanks for being on the show, guys.
What's your doggy bag?
I think I talked about it. It was
Shave
like,
yourself.
No, I didn't. I think I said this is why I go to the movies. These performances, a good director who can handle everything else within the movie. You can follow us wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. Like and subscribe.
Bro, the Berlin
Give us
Wall,
good
dude.
vibes. And will you say this, James? Right here, this line.
Wait, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ow. God, I sat on my nuts.
We'll build the next one for comfort. Mac and cheese out.
Will you say this, James?